Some of it was a snowball effect. I would talk to somebody and then ask them if they knew of anybody else. And then ask those people. So we kind of spread like that. I also realized that there was a locus, a center of activity in Nevada, out in little towns that we have outside of Las Vegas called Caliente, Pioche, and Panaca. And it's just off of the test site, a little ways off the S4 area. Those people, that was a gold mine of stories. People in those towns. I remember talking to an owner of a cafe and one of her staff, and they had been sitting outside at night, and they were watching this football stadium size object, like really close to the ground, maybe 1,000 or 1,500 feet off the ground, really close, drifting across Caliente. And what made that so fascinating was a year later, I'm interviewing a minister. I think he was Baptist minister, and he and his wife had come out of eating, and I think they were with another couple. And they look up in the sky and they see the exact same thing from a different location. And that helped clarify something that the people told me that they mistook for appendages on the craft, but they weren't. They were some type of planes that were escorting this huge, huge structure. So that was really an interesting investigation for me, because I confirmed it a whole year later from people with that were credible. I mean, who wouldn't believe a Baptist minister, you know? And so there were credible people, multiple witnesses, and I did a multiple at the initial. So those kinds of stories were really interesting.
Now you said planes.
There appeared to be some kind of jets that were escorting. There wasn't much noise though. There wasn't any. They didn't. I don't remember them saying that there was a huge rumble of any kind. A lot of noise. I don't remember anything like that. This thing was gigantic in the sky, and it was being escorted where the people thought these lights were appendages on some kind of bars or tubes coming out, very long, and with lights on them for some reason. Well, it turned out from the other perspective, they were aircraft, is what they were, you know, so lights from the aircraft.
Well, the implication being that the large object was not human, but the aircraft were.
Maybe, yes or no. You don't know for sure. In that kind of context, you have so little information. You don't know who's making the big giant craft and who's making the planes or whatever the escorts are. Whether they're in fact they are planes. Maybe there's some other kind of UFO, you know, that's made to mimic, because you can have UFOs in any shape you can think of, any kind of shape you can imagine, you know. So